Okay everybody, I got a really pretty one for you today. Today is Shawnee's first day of school, so she's out of the house. I got paper racks of colored paper drying right now. So excited I can finally dive fully in and get going with these journals. So if you want a custom order, head on over to my Etsy shop and place a custom order, or just message me, because the custom orders, the way I'm running them right now, is it's 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks from the start date of the journal is when it'll be complete, and then whatever order you are in line is however long it will take before I can officially start your journal. So now that we have this beautiful custom order ready to go, let's take a look. So this was actually some lace that I got from my mother. It was some upcycled lace. Very antique-y, very beautiful. And this is the veil from the wedding dress, or not the veil, the train from the wedding dress that was sent to me. And I decided that I wanted to make a beautiful little bag that the journal could be kept in. So if the bride decides they want to carry this bag on their wedding day to keep all their goodies in it, or to untie the ribbon and kind of use it as like a doily to showcase the ribbon on for their wedding day. If they want to use it as a guest book, their own personal journal, you know, whatever they like. And this is technically something old. It will definitely be able to be featured in that motif because it was requested that this junk journal be made out of an old family heirloom that was a wedding dress. So I incorporated as much, if not almost all, of the wedding dress that I could. I mean, it's a pretty small journal for a pretty big dress, so there is a lot in this journal that was from the dress, although I do have to say there is still a lot of dress left over, because there was a lot of dress to journal ratio going on there. So alrighty, let's go ahead and take it out of this bag. We're gonna set this bag over off to the side, and here's our lovely journal. These are the buttons that ran down the back of the dress, and I decided, like, even before I knew that the dress was going to be used to make this specific journal, I had already decided, once opening it and seeing the dress, that that's what I was going to do with it, is this was going to be put on the cover of the journal. And these beautiful beads, I think they're macrame beads, were across the front collar of the dress, stitched into the seam line, and I liked them so much that I took them apart, cut them up, and incorporated them into the journal. In my opinion, and a couple other people's opinion, they were a little offset from the dress and didn't match it too much, but now that they've been incorporated into the journal, they match wonderfully. So this lace, I did a muslin underlay for the journal, and you can tell that this is mounted, the cover is mounted to the spine a little different than I normally do. And then on top of the muslin was the original lace that came out of the wedding dress. So very gorgeous. You can see the detail of all the lace. I will do my best to kind of highlight the texturing in that. And on the back of the journal is the original tag from the seamstress that made the wedding dress, and it was just pinned on the inside of the dress, so I unpinned it and glued it on the back of the journal, and I thought it just added that little extra touch, especially for whoever made the wedding dress. You know, the family can take this journal to them and, you know, show them, hey, you know, it will always be remembered and the moths aren't gonna eat it in the closet. So it came out very gorgeous. We got brown strings coming out the top, very beautiful. This tuttle is actually from the underlay of the dress to make it poof up more. If you can see that, the texture of it, and I put it as the end of the book too. Alright, let's jump right in here. It is so beautiful. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot something for tuck spots. Give me one moment. Here we are. I got a little vintage lamb that will match perfect. And there's a tuck spot for in the front. Very simple, but very magnificent. There's a lot of extra lace and goodies in this one. Here's a lace cover to kind of like, you know, the veil of the bride, just covering all the beautiful journal pages. And I got coffee stained and tea stained papers in this one to give it that amazing vintage feel. And here's what I was talking about with the macrame beads. I definitely incorporated them into each page and backlined them with some lace. Now these are not stitched in because I could not stitch the macrame without destroying the glass beads. So to whoever is receiving this journal, be careful with this part. Don't like overuse it or play with it or manipulate this too much, because the glue is permanent and it's really good glue. But if you want to this to last, to be a wonderful family heirloom, you don't want to manipulate these pages too much. And I think there's like 3 of them within the book. The rest of the pages you can manipulate them, crinkle them up if you want, even attempt to tear them out. They're really good, heavy duty. All of the lace is stitched in really well, just like this, with this tuck spot here. And you can see the stitch work along here. You know, that's obviously not going anywhere. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys. So, very beautiful and ready to go. Here's a little flap. The stitch work for the center binding. And some beautiful lace here. I love how dark this is. Oh, I have a phone call. I'll be with you in a moment. Okay, so sorry about that. Back at it again. This beautiful dark lace. I love, you know, it is a wedding journal, and wedding journals are supposed to be white, but I love how these cream colors just add to it, and even this darker color here just adds all that more interest and uniqueness to this magnificent journal. I seriously, before I knew that the wedding dress was going to be specifically made for this, was gonna make this journal for one day when I get married. But that is okay. It gave me the idea. I actually want to steal my mom's wedding dress. I still keep forgetting to talk to her about it, and turn it into a junk journal for my wedding. And when I do the journal for my wedding, I think it's going to be a full-size, huge, really large, beautiful journal, because I'll be making it for myself, and I want it to be really pretty and large, so all of my family members can have a page specifically devoted to themselves. So, and look at these dark coffee colors. Looks so pretty. And the drip stains, I love that. It's been a while since I've done a coffee staining batch, so I think it is time for me to jump back into my washroom, because right now I got colored paper in the on the drying racks right now. So I think it's about time for me to do some coffee colored paper. I've been working a lot with colored lately, and everyone loves the colored paper. I guess there's not too many journals where it's made with the color paper. And people are just looking for the uniqueness of the colors, and I really, really like that. But so every once in a while, especially with like this journal, the vintage colors and the coffee dyeing, it just looks magnificent. I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I do actually have some really nice looking papers that my aunt sent me. And see, here's another one with those beads. So I mean, you don't have to be like super careful, because it's obviously glued down really good, but as it gets older, you know, treat it with love and care, and it'll last you a really long time. Anyway, there's some really nice papers that my aunt sent me, and I'm not gonna dye them. I'm just gonna fold them up and use them for like the fancy journals, like the wedding journal I did the other day. I don't think I had any dyed paper in it, and it just looked really beautiful. I actually have a pink one that's coming out next. It is almost finished. Hopefully I will have it finished by the end of the day, and I will get a video out to you on that one soon. And then I will start, because I have another custom order that just came in that I gotta finish right now as well. So again, if you want to get in on the custom orders, I'll drop my NC link below in the description box, and you can check me out on all of my social media at lilmissdasie, and you can easily find my Etsy shop. So please do it, check it out if you are interested. If not, and you just want to look at the journal because it's pretty, I am okay with that too, because I love the way these journals come out. I am really completely enthralled with how well they're coming out, and a little bit surprised, but my mom's not surprised because she knows I do good work when I really set my mind to it. And I love to craft, and I love to make sure that whatever products I'm offering and or selling are 110%. If I don't want to keep it, I didn't make it right. So these are just, oh, they're so gorgeous. Aside from pink, because I'm not big on pink, I'll still want to keep it, but it's pink. So it'll be a little bit easier for me to part with. Yeah, you can totally tell what my favorite color is when you walk into my home. It's definitely seafoam green, and you can definitely tell that I want to go to Paris one day. These journals are kind of my Paris dream. This is my goal, and you know, working my little booty off now so you know I can go to Paris later. And I'm really hoping I gotta get the ball rolling and get everything going, and you know, support my wonderful, beautiful niece and make sure that she can learn good financial stability so one day we can possibly both go to Paris. So we'll see what happens, and take her beautiful baby boy with her. And he is such a cutie pie. I dropped him off at school today. I'm like, give him here, I'm gonna miss him. He loves me so much. So there is the final veil, and it is finished, and one last tuck spot. And there's the date of completion and my sign for, you just type this into Google and I will pop right up, at Little Miss Daisy. And I will be one of the first people that comes up. My YouTube channel, social media, all that stuff. So please check it all out. Find me on Etsy, make a custom order, or just message me. You can message me on my Facebook Messenger through my Facebook page. You can message me on Instagram. You can message me anywhere, and I'll get you in line and ready to go. And then whenever it's ready, I will send you the links to be able to purchase the journal. Depending, I would actually prefer you purchase the journal before, or at least halfway me through making it. That way I know that, you know, it's never gonna get sold, sadly, or that, you know, I wasted my time creating a journal for someone who didn't even want it when someone else values my time more. So I really want these journals to be well loved and well cherished, and that is the reason why I say that. It's not that I think that, you know, you're just gonna go and order it and not have the money because you're broke. Trust me, I understand not having money because you're broke, but I don't want someone just to, you know, kind of, oh, well, I'm just buying it because I can, and then, you know, decide to back out later, and then I got to figure out what to do with the journal. So please message me if you're interested, and I would love to have you, and we can talk logistics and getting you in line to get your own custom-made journal. I will send you all the links you need to purchase through any means of social media. You don't even have to get on my Etsy. I will send you the Etsy links if you want me to. Alrighty, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless, and please pray for me with a teenager and a baby, because right now I really need it. Don't send me money, anything like that. Buy my journals if you really want to help. And of course, pray for me. That's my biggest need right now, is prayer. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!